Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd. So I know I'm a little late with this, but I still want to give you guys my takeaways from the Brooklyn Nets against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The first time that we actually got to see Brooklyn's new big three in action, man. It's crazy that Brooklyn has another big three because remember what, 6 years ago they had another big three, man. But that's beside the point, man. Cleveland Cavaliers, they came out on top in double overtime in a game that was pretty interesting to watch, right? But I do have some takeaways. I want to get you guys' feedback, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it in the comment section below, man. Brooklyn looked very good in the first two games without Kyrie Irving, just James Harden and Kevin Durant. They looked like a team that a lot of teams should worry about potentially going to the NBA Finals. Like, it clicked. Everything was perfect. I was a little bit more concerned as to what will happen when Kyrie comes back. And you guys remember when I did the live stream and I said Kyrie is the third guy, but he's not going to play like that. It's going to end up with James Harden being the third guy because Kyrie's going to have the ball in his hands and he's not going to allow himself to truly be the third guy out of that big three. We all know KD's the guy. He's the number one guy. But even when it was just him, Kyrie and KD, Kyrie was still taking more shots than Kevin Durant at times, especially in key situations. So it was very interesting to kind of see how, this unit will play. Granted, it is the first game, and we see a lot of teams struggle, and it takes a while for, them to figure out their role specifically and figure out how each other plays. So this is definitely a wait and see. But my biggest fears basically came true last night, man. Kyrie Irving, extremely ball dominant. He took twice as many shots as James Harden. That should never happen. That just flat out should not happen. James Harden, he was the guy who racking up the assists, not Kyrie Irving. But last I checked, Kyrie Irving is the point guard of the team. And I think for the Nets, they're really going to have to figure out how they're going to run this. Because as of right now, I heard Kendrick Perkins, and I rarely agree with what Perkins says. He said something that made a great point. Maybe Kyrie should be treated more as a sixth man, even though he'll get to start, play with the second unit, and that makes a lot of sense because he's not passing the ball. He's shooting, he's getting his shots up. He could be your lead scorer off for your second unit, and then, of course, you can start staggering your minutes a lot better because you have Kyrie playing extended minutes in the first quarter, and then you can stagger them from there. I love that idea because something about just having James Harden chill at the wing, it seems useless to me because he's not a great defender. And that's another point. We've seen them struggle against Cleveland, who is not a good offensive team, and they didn't have Garland out there or Kevin Love out there on the court. So it's very, very interesting to watch. I think the Nets is going to be, they're going to be box office in terms of a lot of people are going to want to watch a lot of their games because it's going to take some time, I think, for everybody to gel. They're going to be exciting on the offensive end, but you don't know if they're going to play as a team necessarily. And I think Kyrie has a lot to do kind of with that, right? Because Kyrie did not enjoy his time that much in Boston when he had a bunch of other players that also needed the ball, that also needed their shots. This is a similar situation, except you have two guys really three because Joe Harris needs his shots too. You have three guys that need to get the ball. They need to get their shots up. But Kyrie's taking, 20 plus shots a game. I don't know if that's the right situation for him, man. So I don't know what you guys thought about it. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the game. Defensively, the Nets, they need to come up with a different scheme. They need to come up with something to figure out, how to stop these better offensive teams, especially once you get into the playoffs and you're not going to hide KD. You're not going to hide James Harden. Kyrie, same thing, man. So you're going to need to figure out a way where you could utilize these guys in sets where they're not tiring themselves out on defense, but they can still be effective on the defensive end. Offensively, they're going to be very entertaining, but we're going to see if they can get some type of camaraderie where they're consistent and where everybody is equally evolved, at least as much as possible, man. But you guys let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.